In Nebraska, the Skilled and Technical Sciences classes develop student interests and abilities in drafting, robotics, engineering, and many more industry-related fields. What this subject area is and is not, also known as STEM, industrial technology, or SHOP, is explored more in another video. Link in the description. Besides the classes themselves, Power Drive, various robotics competitions, and Skills USA give students additional avenues to learn. Some school programs are even closely tied to colleges or businesses, offering these students an advantage when starting down one or both paths. This and more is what can happen when STS is done well. Unfortunately, poorly structured, loosely supervised, and hazardous classes also exist. This is because the definition of skilled and technical sciences in Nebraska is vague. From this comes two major points of concern, that of scope and safety. Starting with scope. STS in Nebraska includes hobbycraft, manufacturing, agriculture, and information technology. From these broad categories are many different classes diving into the more specific areas, or fields, with some examples pictured on screen. Because of this wide scope, you are only guaranteed a Nebraska certified teacher will have the basics down of the few major areas, such as welding, engines, construction, drafting, robotics, etc., with greater expertise in one or two of these areas. This is not enough to teach every possible shop class in Nebraska to the advanced level. For more on Nebraska's teacher certification requirements and guidelines for each content area, officially referred to as Rule 24, follow the link in the description. STS is also the only subject in Nebraska that does not require a content knowledge test. The previous test was probably ditched for not measuring this knowledge well. It also only had the tester answering multiple choice questions, with it lacking a practical, or hands-on, part. While probably the right decision, this unfortunately means a teacher's area knowledge is not verified in this field. Once Nebraska certified, a person could potentially bluff their way into a teaching position with little to no experience, such as gaining a position in a career welding program with no welding ability. This is unlikely. Yet, many STS teaching positions in Nebraska are filled by teachers without the knowledge and/or ability to handle one or more lab classes utilizing hazardous equipment. This leads into the concern of safety. Common STS injuries that may happen to students include cuts and burns, while sprains, falls, lost fingers, eye damage, and worse are not unheard of. Yet to be fair, some students cannot handle the responsibility needed for lab classes involving dangerous machinery, and some misfortunes cannot be avoided. Sadly, that still leaves some injuries due to teacher failings. The requirements for teacher certification in Nebraska give little consideration to safety, with safety being an afterthought, almost more of a footnote in the section on required content classes. It could be asserted that teaching proper safety practices is expected in these content classes, yet this does not always happen. Also, while a suggestion and not a requirement, the OSHA card recommendation is not clear. OSHA being the main government safety agency, it is vague about which card or cards are wanted. On top of this, a 30-hour card, not the 10-hour card, would be the better choice for teachers. Additionally, the only clear safety law in Nebraska for STS is eye protection through the use of safety glasses, and even this is open to interpretation, meaning students may not wear eye protection in situations where they should. All of these regulations forget a key concept, that safety is an attitude, one that needs to be developed early in students so they use tools responsibly and lower their chance of getting hurt. Nebraska's system of STS is vague and open-ended. Because of this, in some schools it is excellent, in many good or okay, and some are plain harmful. Ultimately, Nebraska tries fitting too many content responsibilities onto the skilled and technical sciences while minimizing the crucial element of safety, largely with the justification that it has always been done this way. For better or worse, it will stay that way until its failings become known to the public, and some student or students will pay the price. For more information on this topic and others, look to the description below.